What's up, everybody? It's your boy Eric Reeves, Computer Solutions, and I haven't done a Saturday Night Tech Talk in a long time. What's up with everybody? I see everybody starting to get the notifications. I just wanted to kind of come on here and do this short stream to do a kind of Q&A session for you guys. I know y'all guys always have a lot of questions for me, and I've actually just finished filming a long video, so I'm kind of doing my editing right now. And I usually do my Saturday Night Tech Talk, but I stopped doing it for a while, and I just want to kind of come on here for a little while and say what's up to everybody. Oh, what do we have here? Yes. I want to give a shout out to everybody in the building. What's up with you? Yeah, a lot of people always like to ask me these questions and stuff like that. What's up? What's up with your new days in the building? A lot of y'all guys been kind of missing having that one-on-one talk with me. You know what I'm saying? So I want to have this one-on-one talk with you guys today for a few minutes. I stopped doing Saturday Night Tech Talk. I haven't done it in about 3 or 4 weeks. So y'all guys haven't been seeing me do Saturday Night Tech Talk. One of the biggest reasons why I stopped doing Saturday Night Tech Talk is because they got so many people streaming. And not only did a lot of people be streaming, but I'll be on other people's streams too. And I do a lot of video editing and a lot of filming on Saturdays. So, and I'm actually like in the middle of editing this video for you guys, actually for next week. So I got a lot of videos that I got coming out. So I say let me go take about five or 10 or 15 minutes to have some fun. All right, so it's Q&A. I see some people asking questions in the building. What's up with you? Frank Don is in the building. Eden is in the building. What's up with you? What's your name, bro? The YouTuber. My name is Easy. Eazy. That's what everybody call me, Easy. Get your popcorn ready. So that's my name, Easy. Call me Easy. Eazy. Anytime you want to holler at me, just call me Easy. So that's my name. That's why it's Easy Computer Solutions. So they call me Easy. What's up with y'all? See you in the building. Yo, I'm using so much of my stylus on my Note 5. That's what I'm talking about. Look, if you watch my YouTube channel, first of all, I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. I know you came on the other day, and you started following me. You started to leave a lot of comments on my YouTube videos. Listen, I really do appreciate you being a part of the Easy family. I do have a lot of Galaxy Note 5 videos. I know that's your main device. I have tons and tons of Note 5 videos, so check it out. Yes, let's see. So should I upgrade from the S9 to the Note 9? So you know what? That's going to be tricky. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that a lot of people have to consider if you want to upgrade from the S9 to the Note 9. Are you going to use a pen? If the stylus is going to be about 50% of your usage, then yes, get the Note 9. If you do not use the S Pen, you're probably better off staying with the S9 because the S9 and the Note 9 is going to probably be the same. The only difference between the Note 9 and the S9 is going to be the S Pen and the S Pen and the S Pen features, right? It's going to have the features and stuff like that. For the S Pen, like always, it's always have the same features like for the S Pen. So I would tell you that if you like the stylus, if you're coming from a Galaxy Note 8, a lot of people probably won't go to the Galaxy Note 9. I mean, unless you got a lot of money to burn if you want to upgrade and stuff like that. I mean, look, the keynote address is in a few weeks, so we will see. But if you follow the same history on Samsung, they use the Galaxy S8, the Galaxy Note 8, same phone, stylus software, basically. Going from the Galaxy S9 to the Note 9, it's probably going to be the TikTok cycle, the same thing. So let's see what it's about. All right, so let's see. Again, this is Q&A. Wish that Oppo Find X was on the carrier. It looks slick. You know what? I actually saw some videos on the Oppo Find X, and it does look a very good device, but I've heard that it doesn't have wireless charging. It doesn't have a IP68 rating. The cameras are you know. So I've been hearing a lot of stuff about that device. Listen, I don't pass judgment on the phone until I have it in hand. So I can't really say how good or how bad a phone is until I have it in hand. So it's for what I've been seeing, it looks good on the outside. I mean, listen, I love design, right? I always talk about design phones, and I mean, a phone is pretty. That's half the battle. So if a phone is pretty, that's half the battle. So if the Oppo Find X really do look good. Um, let's see. Let's see. Are we going to discuss the Vikings going to the Super Bowl holiday? The Vikings is not going to the Super Bowl. So that's an easy answer. All right, so that's an easy answer. Um, I love using the S Pen. I'm an artist. That's what I'm talking about. So, but have you ever thought about looking at the Tab S3? That has the stylus too. So, but it's a bigger camera. So check that out if you want to do something there. Let's see. Get the Note 9 or wait for the S10 in January. Again, Scooter. Here's the thing. I think that if you love the stylus, it's all about the S Pen, folks. Listen, when you talk about the S9 and the S10, that's a totally different arena. When you talk about the Note series, when you pull out the pen software, that's to get job work done. Like my man Eden is saying, Eden is saying in the building that he uses Note for he's an artist, so he uses Note for drawing and stuff like that. So that's the only thing that I can tell you the difference in the S series and the Note series. But unfortunately, we hear rumors that there will be no more Note series of devices. So if the rumor is true, this will probably be the last Note device. So let's see what it's about. The hottest Saturday night show on YouTube, Easy Computer Solutions. Thank you, 10 Minute Tech. I actually stopped doing it for a while. I stopped doing it for a while because, it's like everybody's streaming, man. So I think people trying to, I don't know, just my opinion. I think a lot of people get burnt out. By the time I start my stream, it's like everybody doing a stream. So, and most people that's doing a stream, you guys already subscribe to. So, I think to me, I just kind of stepped back and just worked on my videos a little bit. That's all. And I really enjoy looking at other streams. So that's always a good thing. But I don't mind coming on here every now and then and have some fun with you guys. So going from there, let's see. Which I liked, I called it the Galaxy Pen. That's what I'm talking about. You call it the S Pen, Galaxy Pen. What's up with your TJ? Tech Loving Mama is in the building. Just popped in to say hi. Thank you very much, Tech Loving Mama. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, you talk about the central phone. All right, so listen, I did talk about the central phone. All right, let me show you. Let me get my central phone. I've been actually using a central phone all day today, and I've been using a central phone all day today. So I like this phone. This phone is very good. I like the central phone. It's one of those, and I'm running Android P Beta on it. And I'm gonna tell you that P Beta works very good. The battery life on here is phenomenal. The build quality on here is phenomenal. The speed of the device is phenomenal. The cameras are a little subpar, but for what it was like 250 bucks, man, I'm gonna tell you, for 250 bucks, man, this phone was a steal. So I really do like the Essential phone. I think the Essential phone is very good. And I made a couple of videos about the Essential phone. I got a few more videos I'm gonna make with the Essential phone because a lot of people really want to know about the Essential phone. So you're gonna see some more videos about the Essential phone. So stay tuned for that. I like the Note 5, but I want to see the Stylo. All right, so I've made a video about the Stylo 3 and the Note 5. I got videos on my channel for the Stylo 3 and the Note 5. So I do not have the Stylo 4. I reached out to LG and I'm waiting on LG to send it to me. So hopefully I have the Stylo 4 so we can go on and do some comparison videos. But I do got the Stylo 3 against the Note 5. So check that out. And if I get the Stylo 4, I'll pull out the Note 5 and do some comparison videos. But see, you got to remember this. I think Samsung stopped support of the Note 5. So the Note 5 is kind of getting a little old in the tooth. So just think about maybe upgrading to the Note 8 or something like that, or maybe get some, because the Note 8 is fairly cheap. I've seen the Note 8 running about $499. So I've been seeing the Note 8 under $500. So if you shop really good, hit Swapper, hit some trusted sources, you could probably find a Note 8 for fairly cheap. Let's see. Let me get into some more comments. I want to see. Let's see. The Note phone have a wider than the Galaxy phones, right? Big Dog in the house. He's rocking the HTC U12. Listen, I got HTC 12 videos coming out very soon. Trust me. I'm just bogged down on a whole lot of other stuff right now. So y'all will see the HTC 12 very soon. As soon as it comes, as soon as I get a chance to get to it. So stay tuned for that. Samsung rumor to combine the Note and the S series. That is the rumor, Art Dog. I think Samsung looking at the Note series is not being a banger. It's not a high selling device. It's a niche device, right? Everybody buy the S series of devices. So when it come down to the Galaxy Note, I mean, it's not like it's selling like iPhones. So I think Samsung is going to combine the S series with the Note series. Just add a pin to it and pin software. It's already bloated with software already. So just go to the add the pin and software, and boom, there you got the Galaxy S10 with the pin. And that I think that's, and just go kill the Note line. So hey, that might be a good thing, because we get two devices a year. Maybe Samsung go focus on the Galaxy X and the Galaxy S series. They got the A series, the F series. I've heard all kinds of different. Samsung got so many phones, man. So they're big dogs. Hey, it may not be as big as they want to be. Let's see. The Note 8 will be cheaper soon. Absolutely, the Note 8 will be cheaper soon. Um, let's see. So I see all y'all guys questions. Look, I just want to do a quick stream just to highlight y'all to do a Q&A session about some of the questions that you guys may have. I know I didn't plan this stream. I'm in the middle of editing the video. And once I finish the video, I'm pretty much done for the day. I've been filming all day, so I'm pretty exhausted, tired, kind of kick back. It's Saturday night to have some fun, and I decided to pop the stream so y'all guys can, have some fun with me. Samsung is combining the stream with the Note, not the regular S. That's what I understood. Well, here's the thing. I mean, look, if Samsung combined the S and the Note series, it did just go make one phone. Well, they're gonna have a plus model and a small model. I don't know. And that just eliminates the Note. It don't make no sense for all right. Just so if they come out with the Note 9, why would they come out with the Note 10 in like February? So I mean that's too short of a time. So I do see that Samsung might combine it, because here's the thing. I think their main focus gonna be on the Galaxy X. It's gonna be the Galaxy X, man. That's gonna be it. Now, when we talk about price points, listen, the price points gonna be too goddamn high, just like Flossie said, right? Shout out to my man Flossie. I think the price is gonna be too high, but hey, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Samsung has hurt themselves by having too many different phones. Yeah, you know what? Here's a problem with all these phones. Phones is getting expensive, and then people ain't buying them like you think. I mean, think about it, right? We already heard the rumor that the Galaxy S9 is not selling that well. I mean, a lot of tech reporters, they reported that. So the Galaxy S9 did not fly off the shelf like everybody thought it would be. The Galaxy Note 8, I mean, it was not a huge hit, right? So the Galaxy S8 probably was a better hit than the Galaxy S9. The Galaxy Note 9 will probably not fly off the shelves. So, listen, in the tech industry, us techies, of course, we're going to buy it. But see, Samsung and all these other OEMs need more than the tech community. It need the average consumer to buy. They need to sell millions of phones. They don't have millions of tech reviewers. So a lot of people getting kind of confused, talking about the things go fly off the shelf, this thing gonna be sold out and all that stuff. Man, listen, man. In the United States, it probably won't fly off the shelf. Overseas, it might fly off a shelf. But in the United States, when you look at that $1,100 price point, it probably won't fly off the shelf. I know I'm getting mine, and us techies are getting it. But will it fly off the shelf? Would they sell 20, 30, 40, 50 million of them? Listen, it's we got to wait and see. I don't know. Maybe, what Samsung is doing, the Fortnite type release, everybody be like, say, oh, that's gimmicky and all that stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, listen, anything gimmicky might sell. So people might say, well, if I want to play Fortnite on Android, I got to buy the Galaxy Note 9. So that's going to be something that Samsung will have to see. Let's see. I'm not going to be called, it's not going to be called the X, it's going to be called the Galaxy F. All right, cool. So I did hear that name about the Galaxy F. So thank you for correcting me on that. How much is the Galaxy F going to cost? Going to be $1,000. I think it's going to be a little more than $1,000 from the reports, because the Galaxy Note 9 will be $1,000. So with the foldable display and all that stuff, with all the technology they claim to be putting in this thing, I think it's we hear rumors above the $1,200 price point. So it's going to be pretty expensive. This thing will be expensive. Now you think about it. This save is $12.99. This save is $12.99. By the time you add taxes, titles, and license to it, plus giving up blood and cutting off a kidney and selling the kidney, the thing will be about $1,500. So listen, you got to sell your house, you got to sell, your mortgage, you got to give up a kidney, you got to sell a lot of blood to buy this phone. So listen, get your pockets ready, get your credit cards ready, get them all caught up, get them all ready to go, because by the time this Galaxy F thing dropped and it cost 1,500 bones, it's going to hurt your pockets pretty bad. So I tell you, it's going to be a pretty expensive phone. Everybody's buying those mid-range phones now. That's why Motorola and others are making mid-range phones. Listen, Big Dog, you are correct, because one of Amazon's hottest selling phones is the Moto G6. That's Amazon's hottest selling phone is the Moto G6. That thing is flying. So listen, man, Motorola selling a phone. Think about this. Motorola is selling a phone. I got mine right here. Motorola is selling a phone for $199, and it's beautiful. The phone is beautiful. You got a gorgeous device, right? Not only is it gorgeous, but it's rocking a nice, fast skin on top of Android. Motorola phones are fast, so you're going to get good performance. You're going to get a beautiful design phone. Cameras, of course, $199. Cameras going to be okay. You're getting a pretty good battery in here, and then you're getting support. Listen, Motorola has been really good with supporting their devices. So of course, this phone is a bad mamma jamma right now. So I think for the most part, I think Motorola is on to something. Now, I got the Play, okay, and I've been having to Play for a minute. It comes with a battery, guys. Listen, man, this thing here is beautiful, man. Whoo, listen, whoo, Lord, man, this phone is pretty. Again, Motorola is knocking it out the park, man. This phone is beautiful, man. So this is the Motorola Z3 Play, and it comes with a battery mod. Listen, this thing lasts 2-3 days, man. Listen, when you talk about battery life, man, this thing lasts in 2-3 days, man. So, oh my God, yeah, man. I would give full support to Motorola, man. They are on a roll right now. They are on a roll right now. Listen, let me get into some of your guys' comments. My husband have the Moto Z2 with the mods. It's awesome. Tech loving mama, that's what I'm talking about. The indestructible screen and all that stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's still all good. That's the Moto E5. No, that's the Moto G6. Don't forget. Look, Tim in the text said, don't forget your testicles also to get the Galaxy F. you need a kidney, liver, testicle, you might want to give up your youngest child just to get one. Man, I'm telling you, phones are getting expensive. But here's the problem. Once phones get up to the $1,500 price point, what's going to happen in 2020? Phones going to be $2,000, folks. Could you imagine? We've almost at the era where we already got phones that cost $2,000, but it's going to be normal for a phone to cost $1,500 to $2,000. That's unreal, guys. But those times are coming. Listen, you go back. Let's go back in history. Think about this, right? Go back in history a few years. Phones with $599 and $499 and six. Apple came out with a $699 phone, right? And everybody was flipping a shit, talking about, oh my God, that phone was so high. Remember the iPhone came out at $699? Those days are over with, right? Then what happened? Phones creeped up, $799, $899, $999. Now we are above the $1,000 price point. That happened in 2017, guys. Mark your calendar. In 2017, a $1,000 phone became normal. In 2017, a $1,000 phone became normal. Listen, in 2018, it continued the trend of the $1,000 phone. Now we're hearing that we will break the barrier of an $1,100 to $1,200 phone. And as we talk about normal, right? Then once we hit 2019, we will see so-called flagships with notches and no headphone jacks. Notches and no headphone jacks and no front-facing speakers, and some of them is not going to be IP68, and some of them won't even have wireless charging, but they will be at a $1,000 price point, man. This is insane. Let me get it to y'all guys' comments. Which other phone do I have? Listen, Eden, you have to watch my YouTube channel. I reviewed a lot of phones. When I say a lot of phones, I mean it's plentiful. Go back and go through the history of my YouTube channel. I got almost 1,200 videos on this YouTube channel, and a lot of them are reviews of different phones, different comparison videos and stuff like that. If you follow me on Instagram, I've showcased my phones a lot of times. So I can tell you this much. In front of me, I have about 30 phones sitting in front of me right now. All right. So when I got at least 30 phones sitting in front of me right now. So if you want to know how many phones I got too many to pick up. So I have at least probably more than 30 phones sitting in front of me. So I have a lot of phones, man. I just love technology. Let me see. Big batteries can be addictive, right? I want to see the red hydrogen phone. You know what? I want to see that phone too. I don't know what's going on with that phone. 835 processor with 8 gigs of RAM in it, I believe. It was a phone that was supposed to come out last year. You know, think about this. I think the phone should have came out last year. I mean, it's almost 2019. We are 7 months in 2019, and the phone got an 835 processor, and it hasn't been released yet. So you think about this phone tech at work. If the phone get to the mass public, right, what is going to be the end of 2018 going into 2019? We got Snapdragon 850 processors out right now. So we're going to see what the 855 next year. The phone going to have the 835, man. It's already 2 years old. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Motorola need to drop the bezels. Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you why Motorola still got bezels on the phone. Because, and guess what? I want to praise Motorola for this. Because they said that they were going to make 3 generations of phones that will support motor mods. Listen, you have to give credit where credit is due. Unlike other OEMs that say they want to support their phones or do something to mods and all that stuff like that, right? Motorola have stuck to their guns. Motorola have promised 3 generations of devices that will support Moto Miles. That's why you got huge foreheads and chins on Motorola phones. It's because they're sticking to what they promise. They promised the Moto Miles. So by them promising the Moto Miles, it's very difficult to make a phone bezel-less to support a Moto Mile unless they make the screen bigger. But if you look at if you look at the Z3 Play, the bezels on here is very thin. It's not really thick bezels on. You don't have no side bezels on this phone, man. Listen, you don't have no side bezels on this phone. And listen, this phone here, you don't have no bezels on this phone. You got the fingerprint scanner right there. So they had to put a little bezel here. You got the earpiece right there. So, and the camera. So yeah, they had to put a little bezel. But Motorola don't listen, they have came a long way. Their phones don't have no business. Listen, if you go back and look at the Sony XZ premiums, they still use the big foreheads and chins. So now I'm good, man. Motorola, listen, Motorola has been just taking care of business on this. If you turn up your eyes and ears, it won't use it too much. Let's see. I have the Moto E4 backup. Sometimes I use it as my daily driver. That's what I'm talking about. I almost left Samsung Note series to the Moto Z Force. It's nice, so much cheaper than the Note 8. Don't get me wrong, I love my Note 8. Yes. When phones reach $2,000, I won't upgrade every year. I'm gonna tell you that time has come because we already seeing the Mate RS is already a $2,000 phone, man. All right, we got phones that's topping out. Listen, if you get a spec out, if I'm not mistaken, if you get a spec out iPhone 10, what 256 gig after taxes, it's very expensive. So I think I don't know, man. It is. I could buy a good running car for $2,000. You're right. You can buy a good car. Well, I mean, a running car. It ain't gonna have no, body like Beyonce or anything, but it will run. They call it the Hooterville car, right? So yeah, let's see. True, Red needs to hurry up. Look, phone tech at work, man. I'm selling. I'm looking at this phone from Red. It's one of the phones that, like, like, okay, cool. I that phone gonna be very expensive. That may be a $2,000 phone. So if you look at the phone with the 835 on there, we about to hit the 855 in about what 5 months or something. If that phone don't come out in 2017, man, it's DOA. You can't come out with a $1,500, $2,000 phone with a Snapdragon 835 processor in it in 2019. Not charge close to $2,000, man. It just ain't gonna happen. So I don't know. I have no idea, man. I'm with you on that Raid, man. Listen, if Raid would have came off that phone in 2017, maybe with the 835, it would have been all right. I don't know that price point. That's that price point. I understand it's all about the cameras, but the thing is ugly, man. So the design ain't no pretty phone. It ain't no type of phone that you're gonna take and bring it to the club with you. Now, you know what I'm saying? You're not getting G'd up and pulling out that phone, man. That phone ain't no Beyonce phone. I'm gonna tell you right now, that phone ain't pretty. So that's the type of phone where you be like, you got to keep it on the hush. You got to keep it on the low. Don't tell nobody. I'm telling you, you got to keep that on the hush, man. That's one of them hush phones, man, where you got to keep it on the low. Because you listen, when you going out, you want to bring a beautiful phone like this, right? You want a beautiful phone like this. You're not taking those ugly. Listen, that's one of the reasons why you don't see me with no Pixel, right? Man, people could say what they want. People could say the Pixel is the fastest phone on the planet. People could say the Pixel got the best camera on the planet. I'm gonna tell you one thing that the Pixel don't have is a beautiful design. That's one of the things. And then we be hearing with the Pixel 3 with the saggy titties, man. So I don't know. So we going back to square one. So I have no idea. So you know, uh, man, look, listen. You think about this, man. You pull out this phone, man. This is a pretty phone, man. You know what I'm saying? You mean to tell me that this is a $200 phone This is a $200 phone that look better than the Pixel. Ain't the Pixel like 800 bucks, man? You mean to tell me that these people that designed this phone made a premium looking phone? It looked good, feel good, and it run good. And you mean to tell me the Pixel can't look like this? Come on, man. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me, right? So we go get a Pixel 3 that don't look like this, and it gonna have saggy titties. Go look, the notch coming way down here. And I mean, come on now. Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, look, let me see. I doubt they'd be making many red phones. I mean, here's the thing, man. The phone ugly, man. Timothy Baker says Snapdragon 835. Nah, next please. I could never buy an Android phone for $2,000. At least iPhone hold a value and get updates. So I feel you on that. Listen, man, Apple has been scrutinized lately about their Macs and all that stuff like that, right? So listen, right now, listen, Apple right now is paying the piper. They go try to do what they got to do to keep you rolling. They go try to keep you. They listen. Apple go try to do what they got to do to win the fans back. All right. So Apple right now ain't looking too good. You know, Apple like hashtag saggy titties, right? The hashtag saggy titties, right? That's what I'm saying. So Apple ain't looking too good right now. I see y'all guys in there. I see y'all guys in the stream. Let's see. He said the red hydrogen phone is a side chick phone. Let me tell you something, man. Listen, man. Have you ever saw Clash of the Titans? I'm talking about the old Clash of the Titans. I'm not talking about that new movie they made. I'm talking about Clash of the Titans. Listen, that phone looked like Medusa, man. Man, when you look at the back of that hydrogen phone, you got Medusa. Man, I promise you, man. When you look at the back of that phone, man, listen, ain't no skin in the world gonna make that phone look good, man. Listen, I do understand the purpose of that phone, but I love a good, pretty phone, man. I love the first thing we think about this, the first thing when you take that phone out of the box, that phone better look good. That's the whole thing. When you take that phone out of the box, that phone better look good, especially when you pay $1,100 and $1,200 for a phone, man. That phone, I don't want no excuses. Listen, I'm gonna put this on record. Um, that other phone that's coming out, man, that gaming phone. Now, that ROG phone, let me tell you something. That ROG phone looks good. You look at the back of that ROG phone, you know that they paid attention to detail on that device, man. That phone looks good. So a lot of people might disagree with me. When you go change your phone up and you still want it to look pretty, that ROG phone look good. So I think with all the stuff that's going on with the ROG phone, I think that phone passed the Beyonce test. Let's see, which phones do you have? Hey man, I have all the phones except some phones. I don't have every phone, man, but I got a fair share of phones. Um, I did not get the Pixel 2 because I was upset about the Pixel 1. I don't know if I'm going to get the Pixel 3, man. I mean, you think about it, man. Let's be honest. I mean, the Pixel probably won't be my daily driver because I always like to keep a pretty phone with me. So I would just, if I get it, it's going to be just strictly for reviewing it. And the first thing that I'm going to go off about the phone is the design. And listen, we don't know yet. Maybe all the renders we saw, maybe that phone would not look like that. I hope that, they do something to make that phone look pretty, man. Yeah, so listen, thank you, sir. Big Miss Tech is gonna give me that super chat. I appreciate that stupid super chat. Thank you, sir. It's Saggy Titty movement. Yes, right. All right, so here we go. People would get the red hydrogen phone. It's a status symbol. Sean, let me tell you something, man. The iPhone red is a status symbol. A Galaxy S9 is a status symbol, right? That hydrogen phone is not a status symbol, man. That is a niche product. It's not a status symbol. The status symbols are phones that look good. Nah, man, that hydrogen phone is not that hydrogen phone is not a status symbol phone. That phone is ugly, man. Nobody ain't carrying that. Think about that, man. Would you ever pull that phone out of your pocket, man, to make a phone call? No, man. That's a Medusa phone that you keep in the truck, in the glove compartment. You only use that phone if you go into a party. You know what I'm saying? When you go into a party, you need a good camera. That's when you pull that phone out, man. You pull that phone out when you at a barbecue or something, and you want to get some good footage. That's the only you ain't man. Listen, you're not pulling that phone out for nothing else, man. Let's see. Okay, so Jason Gill said, I like the look of the red phone. It's rugged mainly. You could throw it on the ground. Listen, I hear y'all, man. But man, listen, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna take a sip on this. It's Saturday night, right? I got the car looking good. Took care of the rims. I got me a nice little suit ready to go. I'm ready to go, right? I'm ready to go out and have a night out on the town, right? When I'm ready to go, I'm G'd up. I'm ready to have a night on the town. What phone are you going to bring? Are you going to bring a phone that look like this? No. You go. You go bring a. You gonna bring a phone that look like that red phone? No, man. I'm gonna tell you what kind of phone you gonna bring. You gonna bring a phone like this, right? You gonna bring a phone like this. You gonna bring a phone like this. You gonna bring a phone like. Listen, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. When you ready to go, you gonna pull a phone like this. This is the phone you bring it to the club, man. When you ready to go out and you ready to have a night on the town, this is the phone you bring with you. All right. When you pull this phone out and it turn colors, when you put this phone, look at that. Look at that color on that thing turn purple. This is the phone you bring out, right? This is the phone you bring out, right? Custom made phones, man. You're not bringing no red hydrogen phone in no club, man. That you be looking bad, man. You be looking bad unless you gonna keep it in your pocket. I promise you that. Thank you, Perry, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for the super chat. The red hydrogen phone is that girl that you take on the low places. Nah, all right. So yeah, the red hydrogen phone is the one where you take that phone to the dugout, right? To the hole in the wall ball, the one that's sitting on the corner with the sign hanging, right? With all the lights off in that place, right? You only got like Christmas lights around there. That's a hole in the wall, man. Look, you bringing that phone to a club. It's not even a club. It's a house, right? They got Christmas lights around the wall. They got like a 20-inch TV, a big fat TV, not the little thin TVs, man. We talking about like a 720p big fat TV, right? Sitting on the wall. You don't even have a DJ in that place. You got to put money in the jukebox, right? We talk about a juke joint that's a house. That's what you bring the hydrogen phone in, bro. That's what the hydrogen phone is. It's one of those things where you ducked off, where you don't want your wife to find you nowhere. That's a phone when you bring with you like a woman, like you see a woman. Nah, that's a phone and a woman you go bring where nobody in the world will ever catch you and put you on Instagram. Ain't nobody putting you on Facebook because ain't nowhere in the world you're gonna be caught dead or alive in a place like that. And thing about it is that's the type of club where you got to park 2 blocks down because you ain't parking your shiny brand new G ride in front that hole in the wall bar unless you go catch an Uber. That's what you bring that red hydrogen phone to. Let's see. Hey, can I donate 2 pence? Hey, look, it's a super chat. You could donate however you want. I really do appreciate that. The red hydrogen phone is where you hop in the Jeep and do landscape photography in the mountains. All right. That's what it's for. That red hydrogen phone when you jump in the Jeep and you somewhere in the mountain somewhere, man, and you pull that phone out. Yeah, that's what that phone is for. I ain't bringing no phone in the club. I ain't trying to get caught up. Man, he said, I ain't bringing no phone in the club. I ain't trying to get caught. Hey, Gadget Beard, man, you going to the wrong places, man. You going to the wrong places, man. Look, that's what I'm talking about. That's the hole in the wall. That's the same ball we talk about with the hydrogen phone, where you got that's a phone that don't have security. They ain't got nobody pat nobody down at the door. It's a free fall. You walk in as you are. Yeah, man. Nah, man. You ain't nobody going to no place like that, man. What phone is my daily driver? Hey, man, let me tell you something. I don't really have a daily driver, right? But oh man, I think the Honor 10 gonna be my daily driver, folks. I'm gonna tell you what the Honor 10 is bringing to the table. Beauty. It's Beauty and the Beast, man. You got the Carry 97 in this thing. I'm getting a day and a half of battery life out of this thing, man. I'm getting about like 7 hours screen on time with this thing right now. I think this gonna be look. I got my main SIM in this phone right now. Now I'm still reviewing it. Listen, I'm reviewing a lot of stuff right now. But I got my man. Now listen, man. The cameras. I got the cameras reviews and stuff coming out, but the cameras a little suspect. All right, so the cameras is yeah, it's not. Listen, it ain't gonna be no Galaxy camera on this thing, man. This thing don't have optical image stabilization on this thing. But guess what? It is a beautiful phone. So yeah, it's a beautiful phone for sure. Let's see. The Honor 10 got LTE services. All right, so the phone that the company sent me from Huawei. This is the phone version. The version of the phone that I have does not have LTE. All right. It has HSPA plus. I've been getting good speeds on it though on T-Mobile. They do have a LTE version that you can get from Amazon. Listen, I only can review phones that they send me. So they sent me the phone that does not have the LTE version in it, but I'm still getting good speeds. I got my main SIM in here. So I've been getting good speeds with this thing, man. So, but they do have an LTE version. The links is down in the description below on that. But I knew that I wasn't gonna get LTE with this phone when I got it sent to me from Xinjiang, China. So listen, shout out to Huawei that keeps sending me devices, man, for review. So they sent me this one. Another company sent this to me. So shout out to Huawei and the other companies that send me devices for review. But I got it. They do have an international version that does have LTE. So it does, yeah. So the answer to the question is yes. The Honor 10 does have LTE. You just got to make sure you get the right one. So they do have two versions of this device. I got links in the description. If you go to Amazon and you do the Honor 10, it's like $4.99. It's cheap. And it's going to say US LTE on it. It will say LTE on it. So yeah. Let's see. What other phone do I have? That blue color is nice. If you go to the hole in the wall bar, I will only bring my Apple Watch. Hey, listen, the Apple Watch LTE version. All right, so just another example of what I'm talking about. Like I have my main SIM in an Android phone, but I got the same phone number on my LTE watch that's made by Apple. So I'm no longer using iPhones right now. But every time this phone rings, my Apple Watch rings. So you know how that work with the eSIM or whatever, right? So even though, and my Apple Watch still worked just like it did before, because I got the LTE version. So for everybody that didn't know, once you sync your Apple Watch up to your iPhone, you do not have to, if you got the LTE version, you do not have to keep an iPhone, folks. You can go to Android, and this will work. Now I'm getting all my emails all my text messages from this phone and the LTE watch. So I'm using Apple Watch on the Android phone, and it works great. So I just want y'all to know that a lot of people say you got to have an iPhone. I'm not using the iPhone right now, so I can use my Apple Watch. The Apple Watch series isn't that good. Oh man, Apple Watch is great, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Apple Watch is good. I keep my Apple Watch on me all day. Apple Watch is pretty good. I have no problem with my Apple Watch, for sure. Let's see. iPhones are not that good. Hey, listen. I I don't I'm here to disagree with you. All right, because I got the iPhone 8 and I got the iPhone 10. All right, I got the iPhone 8 and I got the iPhone 10, and they are phenomenal devices, man. I'm telling you, I got the iPhone 8 and I got the iPhone 10, and they are phenomenal phones. So I'm not sure. And look, listen, everybody got personal preference, but I don't have no problem with no Apple phones, man. iPhones are not worth it. Hey, man, the iPhone costs the same thing as the Galaxy phone, man. Listen, the iPhone 8 Plus is the same price as the Galaxy S9 Plus. So when we saying it's not worth it, then you saying that the Galaxy S9 is not worth it. Listen, I agree with you. Ain't none of them worth it. All right, so let's go on backtrack. I agree on one part. I agree that none of them is worth that. But I disagree when you're saying that Apple iPhones is not worth that. I'm gonna tell you why. Apple iPhones been expensive for a long time since the existence of Apple. Listen, Apple phones has always been high. Listen, if you want the give you another example, if you want to be a boss, you got to pay boss prices. But you don't have to always get a iPhone, man. You could always get an iPhone 7. iPhone 7 Plus, man, is cheap. And you're right, iPhones do hold a value. You know why? Because it's a lot of support for iPhones, man. So iPhones do hold a value. So I'm here to tell you that when I pull out my iPhone, I don't have no problems with iPhones. iPhone works great, good cameras. The only thing that I don't that's missing from the iPhone camera is no manual mode on that, man. You can't make no adjustments on iPhone cameras, man, and that's the only thing that suck about Apple cameras, man. Listen, to me, I don't care how good a camera is if you can't make no adjustments with your ISO and all that. I need manual mode on the phone. If I can't use manual mode, the phone to me is nothing. That's the problem that I got, man. And that's the whole thing. Let's see. iPhones probably aren't really for hardcore Android users. Listen, you're right. I mean, let's be real here, man. I could give my iPhone to my grandmother and they can, God rest her soul, but she can pick up a phone and know exactly what to do. It's a grid of icons. You press an icon, it works. If she want to go to her bank, you just press the button and it works. That's the whole thing, man. It's no customization and all that stuff, man. Ain't no customized with no iPhone. You put you put the apps that you want on the phone, you put it in the folder, you mark the folder however you want it, and you open the folder, you open the apps, you go about your day. That's the whole thing about an iPhone. Simplistic, it works. So when you talk about, iPhone versus Android and all that, man, all the thing I can tell you about an iPhone is that when you know what you're getting, you know that you're gonna get a phone that gets supported, got a lot of peripherals, well, a lot of cases, got a lot of support. I mean, you could bring your iPhone inside of a car and you can, sync it out. So I don't have no problem with iPhones, man. Most of the new iPhones are probably looking at the iPhone X. I'm a Samsung guy, but the iPhone is definitely worth it. It holds a value. You can't front. iPhone for life here too. I know, John, but iPhone is too expensive for my mouth. Okay. I'm still rocking the iPhone 7 Plus, running a nice Pixel XL for $200. Hard to do with Apple. Right, you can't do that with Apple. And that's the thing, man. Listen, the only iPhone that you're gonna buy for $200 is gonna probably be a iPhone SE or iPhone 5. So it is. My parents both use iPhones. Um, don't know where I went wrong. Shout out to Magic Tech Review. Let's see. I'm using the home button for the let's see, 7 Plus. What's up with you, Will? I see you in the building. Let me see. Let me get into y'all guys' comments. I tried it and I hated it. I was on the iPhone SE and the iPhone 7 Plus. And that's the thing. Usually, that if you're a diehard Android fan, and if you're a diehard Android fan, then yeah, you're not gonna listen. You're not gonna like an iPhone. I mean, if you like the Android ecosystem, man, you're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like an iPhone. I went from 8 years on iOS to Android this year. I was bored to death of iOS, lack of control. Listen, Jason Gill, that happens a lot with iPhone users that want to kind of tinker around with the device. They want to make their phone look like that. And that's the only problem that a lot of people have with iPhones. A lot of people like customizing the icons. See me, I don't even have icons on my screen. Let me show you guys. I don't have no apps on my screen, right? Listen, I have no apps on my screen, man. This is how I like to rock my phone. I rock my phone like this, no apps. Yeah, I got folders down there. This all my phones look the same. I rock all my phones just like that. Nothing. See, the only reason why I got the camera app up there because I need the quick access when I'm doing camera reviews. I rock my phones with no apps. This is the only this in the because I want my wallpaper to hide the notch. As you can see, it hides the notch. My wallpaper hides the notch. So I don't have no apps on my devices, and that's how I like it clean, simple. I don't keep it. I go to too many phones, so I don't have 200 phones. Listen, I switch phones every day. So I don't have time to be putting 300 apps on my phone. I might be using 10 gigs. That's it. I don't put music on my phone. I don't use because I go through too many phones on this YouTube channel. That's why it's so hard for me to have a daily driver. Because listen, I might be saying that this phone, my daily driver right now, and tomorrow I have another phone as my daily driver. I go through so many phones. That's why I set up all my phones the same. Simple. I don't have no apps on my phone. I got a business page that I keep all my business apps on. And that's it. I don't have apps, no apps nowhere. That's how I roll. Let's see. It took me a week to get used to the iPhone 7 and iPhone SE to unlock my home. Wow. Can you put the New Orleans Saints logo on the iPhone? Yes, I actually do have the New Orleans Saints logo on my iPhone. Yeah. And see, I got my iPhone simple too. Listen, that's it. That's all I got on my iPhone. No apps. So what I try to do on my iPhone is I try to keep all my everything simple. So this is my iPhone. So I don't have no apps, man. I get I don't I so that's how I roll. Oh no, you can't put your app icons where you want to. That's the only thing, you know. But I do. I got my apps all at the top. So you know, that's all. Here comes the Apple hate. No, we not hating on Apple today. No, no, no. To me, battery life is very small on the iPhone. Well, listen, you had the iPhone SE. That the period that when you say you got the iPhone SE, we know that the battery life on the iPhone SE wasn't that good. It's only an iPhone 5S. You know, I mean, you have to get the plus models, man. That's where the battery life is good. But yeah, let's see, iPhones have to be worth something because everybody wants to copy their design. Sean, exactly. iPhone came out with a notch. Everybody come out with a notch. iPhone took away the headphone jack. Everybody took away the headphone jack. See, that's what I'm saying, man. You know, that's how it is, man. That everybody, you know why? Because when you selling 70 million phones, man, when you selling 70 and 60 and 50 and 70 million phones, and you not selling maybe 1 million, and Apple selling 70 million, yeah, you want to look like an iPhone. You want to look like an iPhone. You want to feel like an iPhone. You wanted to run like an iPhone. That's why you got people that took away the app drawer. Listen, OEM's been took away Android app drawers for a long time. Some of them you got to put launchers on there just to get an app drawer. Or you got to go into your settings and add app drawers. You know why? Because they want to look like iPhones, man. Think about this Android P. If you're not running the developers preview of Android P, right? What do you think Android P looks like in iPhone? Swipe up, iPhone. This all this is the iPhone, man. The whole operating system, man, is for iOS, man. Android P is iOS. Period. Android P is iOS. So for everybody that like to hate on Apple and all that stuff, man, y'all need to be telling Google, man, what are you doing? Google Gaga. Why are you trying to be iOS? You got the notch, you got touch gestures, you got everything that the iPhone 10 has. Everything, the whole operating system, but it's gonna be Android. If you listen, all you got to do is run the beta. Run the beta on your Citrus phone, man. It's go, you like, damn, if I want an iPhone, I'll buy an iPhone. The whole thing, all touch gestures, man. Let's see. Do you know how much is a 1600 something? Let's see. Let's see. Android copied the notch and don't even have the technology. Man, listen, it's so funny you say that. Now, don't get me wrong. The Honor 10 has a fingerprint scanner underneath the glass, right? But man, yeah, you're right. You know, with the facial ID and all that stuff like that, they got the notch, but they don't have the technology. It's so funny, man. It's so funny. I think most of all Android One phones are getting regular updates. Yeah, I think so. All right, guys. So I just want to do a short stream. I know I went over my time. I just want to do like an hour. I mean, I know I'm way over an hour. I know we've been talking about a whole lot of stuff. I'm editing a video right now. I'm editing the video. And as soon as I'm dropping the video tomorrow, but the video I'm editing right now probably won't come out till next week. I got so many videos unlisted, so I try to post videos because I film every day. So um, I want to give a shout out to my sister in the building. What's up with you? I see my sister in the building. So um, I just want to say what's up to everybody. But I just finished. I'm doing some editing. I'm about to get back into my editing, and I appreciate everybody coming through. I appreciate everybody coming through. Thank you very much for the super chats. Um, and look, man, don't forget about Wine Wednesday. We have so much fun on Wine Wednesday. And so, yeah. But I'm about to get on out of here. This is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. Thank you very much. Peace.